And Pope Francis celebrates a Mass for all cardinals and bishops who died this past year. It's an annual tradition.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Amen.
The Holy Father gives thanks for the clergy's service to the gospel and the church. He says, hope does not disappoint. Juliet Lindley is EWTN News Nightly's Vatican correspondent. She joins us from Rome. Juliet, can you tell us more about who this Mass honored?
So, Jason, over the last year, 14 cardinals and 137 bishops passed away. Now, among the more prominent cardinals that died were Carlo Caffarra and Joachim Meissner. Now, both were so-called Dubia cardinals. The Dubia were a group of 4 cardinals who wrote a letter to Pope Francis asking for clarification on certain points of the apostolic exhortation Amoris Laetitia. Now, American Cardinal William Henry Keeler, the Archbishop of Baltimore, also died this year, and he had been a former president of the U.S. Bishops' Conference.
And cardinals are considered the princes of the church. Can you tell us a little bit more about what exactly cardinals, what role they play in the church?
Sure. So cardinals are nominated directly by the pontiff, and they're close collaborators in the governance of the church, something akin to the ministers in a government. And there are currently 219 cardinals, of which 120 are under the age of 80. And if you're under the age of 80, you're eligible to be a candidate for Pope in an eventual conclave, and you're eligible to vote. So 19 of these 120 were created by St. John Paul II, 52 were created by Pope Emeritus Benedict, and 49 by Pope Francis.
So the 49 appointed by Pope Francis, how has he changed the makeup of the College of Cardinals through these appointments?
Well, the pontiff has held 4 consistories to date. Now, consistories are the ceremonies in which new cardinals are nominated, and in a sign of how the church is expanding to what Pope Francis himself calls the peripheries of the world, the number from so-called developing countries have grown. So the number from Africa, the number of cardinals from Africa has grown from 11 to 14. The number of Asians has grown from 10 to 15, and the number from Oceania from 1 to 4. And meanwhile, the number of European and North American cardinals has dropped by approximately 10%, Jason.
Our eyes and ears at the Vatican. Juliet Lindley, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jason.